Hey everyone, this is Stones. Thanks for checking out my latest video. Wanted to show you really quick everything that I brought home from the most recent electronics recycling event. If you've watched any of my past videos, I do these electronics recycling events throughout the warmer months here in Ohio, and they pretty much take place almost every Saturday. They're either a 3 or 4 hour event. I don't work for the company. My buddy owns the company. I just help him out. And my agreement with him for the last 3 years is that if I show up and I help him out, provide a little bit of manpower, I am able to bring home anything and everything that's dropped off to reuse, to collect, to keep, to do whatever I want with. That is my payment. And this is the most recent recycling event that was yesterday, the day before Mother's Day. Today is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day, by the way. But I wanted to show all this off to you because I really worked for this time. This is probably the best haul. This is the best amount of stuff that I've ever gotten. I said that in my last video because that was true at that time. I think this trumps it. But I paid the price for it. Yesterday it was rainy. It was cold. It didn't stop. We've had events that had some rain. We've had events that have been cold. But this was pretty much the whole day. It was raining. It was cold. It was miserable. And all I could think of is, it better be worth it. I better bring home some good stuff for what I'm doing out in the rain, out in the cold. It was miserable, and sure enough, I had this feeling that it was going to pay off. It was gonna bring some good stuff, and sure enough, it did. A lot of audio equipment, a lot of stuff that I've never seen before, but I want to show you that stuff off right now. So first of all, down here is this Radio Shack. Looks like a 4-channel audio board. Very simple. It's not worth much, about $20–$25. A lot of microphones for some reason. Now, this was not all dropped off by the same person, which I would understand. Somebody comes by, they have a lot of old audio equipment, therefore you end up with a lot of audio equipment. But this was all dropped off by different people. It seemed like throughout the day, it's like, oh, another microphone, another microphone, another microphone. These microphones right here, these are boom mics. These are vintage, old school. Right here, they're electric voice 644 dual impedance dynamic wired microphones. These things right now in the box with the manual, I think in this condition, I can probably get $150 a piece for them, and there's 2 of them. So other microphones, there's this, I think this is realistic, yeah. Super dynamic microphone. This is not worth much. We're talking $15–$20. This Calrad super corduroy shotgun microphone, made in Japan, brand new, sealed, not worth it much again, probably $20–$25. I didn't look this up again. This is the old school wireless microphone system, but it's cool. It's in the box, and it may even be brand new. Who knows? I've talked about these before. I got 3 this time. These are the printer heads from the HP Office Jet Pro series. Some of them have removable heads, some of them don't, but they're very easy to take out. You do have to power them up, though, because they won't position themselves for you to be able to get in there and unlatch the latch that's in there that allows you to remove them. But I picked up 2. I think it was 2 last week, maybe 1. These sell for about $100 a piece. If they have ink, there's one that doesn't, so that'll go for about $80 or so. Game systems. Game systems are very, very common. Wii's, Xbox 360s. As you can see here, I've got 2 Xbox 360s. That's pretty much par for the course. Now, it is the first time I've gotten the Mario Brother Edition Wii. Now, I don't see the red controller. I only have the nunchuck. I thought I had the controller. I could have sworn I had it. So I'll have to look for it. Maybe it fell behind the seat in the car or something like that. So this is the first time I've had that. As far as the recycling event, I think I've picked one up at a yard sale before or something like that. Here's a first for me. Sony PlayStation 4. I've never had one before. I've never had one ever. I've never found one at a yard sale or a garage sale, and definitely not at a thrift store. And it's the first time at the recycling event. We actually got 2 of them, and one of the employees actually found them and kind of knew that I was a video game guy. But he wanted one too, so we did a deal. He said, I'll give you one if you also give me, I forgot exactly what he wanted. I think it was an Xbox 360 or something like that. And I agreed. I've never had a PS4. Now, the person that dropped this off, they dropped off 2 PS4s, I think this Wii and maybe a PlayStation or something like that. So my either why they would have two PS4s, the only thing I can think of is one is broke, one is not, and they just kind of upgraded their systems, got sick of the old ones, got rid of them, because they're most of them are pretty clean. I mean, it's dirty or whatever, but we'll see. I've never had one before, so that's a first for me. Controllers, I guess Xbox 360 controller has a little bit of drift, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that. This is new to me. I couldn't tell what this is, and it's kind of in the shadow here. But one of the kids told me, we have a couple of high schoolers that help us out, and he said that this is a Steam controller. I have never seen a Steam controller before. I looked it up. It takes a dongle, excuse me, because it's wireless. But even without the dongle, it goes for about 30 bucks. Some things back here, new in the package, sealed stuff. First of all, the Brother toner cartridge, the TN350, not worth a whole lot. Some of these other ones, the other models, can go for quite a bit, even in the hundreds of dollars. That one's worth about 30 bucks, something like that. This HP Jet printer, I was surprised. It was brand new. Now the box is totally screwed up, warped from the rain. I think it was even damaged when they dropped it off, but I was really surprised. They never used this. I opened it up. I couldn't tell if it was retaped or not, but everything in there is still sealed. The ink cartridges are still sealed. The operating system or the installation disk is still sealed. It's just a messed up box. That's worth over $100, so I'm pretty happy about that. Some other sealed stuff, just a Wi-Fi router, ON networks, not worth a bunch, maybe 15 bucks, something like that. This was brand new sealed as well. This is an old school iPod stereo system, speaker system. You plug your iPod in there and it plays the music. This is brand new. I couldn't find any comps on this. I will look it up later. It's probably not worth anything, but maybe 30 bucks, but it is brand new sealed. Let's see here. Cameras. Cameras have been great for me this year. I am on the lookout for cameras this year. I have done really well. If you've seen my past Instagram posts, I have sold, one week I had two different Nikon cameras, one that sold for 100, the other one sold for 200 within hours of me listing them. And then last week I had two Canon cameras, two different model numbers, two different designs, whatever. The first one sold right away for $175, and about 2 or 3 days later I had another one that sold for $225. Crazy. This is stuff that's dropped off. Still worked. I tested them. The only thing I did was, a couple of cameras I had to buy third-party batteries for them, but most of them had batteries and I had no investment in them whatsoever. Here's a Sony CyberShot, not worth a whole lot. If it works, maybe 40 bucks, something like that. CD player Walkmans, cassette Walkmans, the value is going up on those. I grabbed this, probably not going to be worth anything. I'll probably pitch it or donate it if it works or whatever. Texas Instruments calculator. This is not one of the really high-end ones that's worth $50, $60, $70, but this one's worth about $25. It looks pretty clean. I don't know why it wouldn't work. Portable LCD TV, pocket TV. I just thought that was cool. It's only worth about $10, $15. Right here, this little mini stereo, this all transistor, made in Japan brand, somewhat collectible. I looked up comps for different things that are all transistors, the brand name, and some of them have some value. I'm thinking maybe $25, $30 on that. Bose. I've had Bose before. Some of them, if they work, even if they don't work, there are people who buy them for parts. This doesn't have the remote. That makes the value drop. But what's different about this one, now with a remote, without a remote, they can go anywhere from $50 to $150, $200. I've sold all sorts of them for that price range. What's different about this one is that lower section down there. That's an additional part that connects to the main Bose. That's an additional 3-disc changer. So you can insert 3 more discs. My only worry, if you can see that, there's some part that's sticking out, and I don't know why that would have happened. Maybe I can get in there and just pull it back in so that it's not in the way. I really don't know what it is. But that alone, that 3-disc changer part is worth $100. The whole system, I didn't look up the model number, but let's assume that the main part is worth another $150. So we're looking at $250. I actually saw comps. These two are the only ones that go together. There must not be other models that go with, because I think you need there's a special plug in the back of the main model that allows you to put the two together. So because all the comps that I've seen for one of these with the 3-disc changer on it seem like they are all within that $250-$300 price range, more if you had the remote. Now this one's kind of thrown me off guard. So this is 10 of brand new Microsoft mice. If you look at the ship date on this package, this was shipped to whoever bought it back in 1999, almost 25 years old. As of July, it would be 25 years old. There's 10 in there, plus software. So I'm guessing what this was meant for was like an office situation where they were adding mice to all the computers. So they only included 1 installation disk, but then 10 of these mice. At first I was thinking, well, I have to sell it all together because there's just no way, like, who would buy just the mouse? They would need the installation software. But I've seen comps on this where, of course, people are selling used ones and new ones. The last one in new condition sold without the installation software for $25 plus shipping. I've got a box of 10. So my first thing is maybe I'm going to try to sell the whole box for maybe like $300 and see if I can't get that. If there's no interest, maybe I'll break them up and sell them individually. But I'd rather have that quick sale because I'd raise the price, since I'm the only one right now that has a new one. They're all used mice right now on eBay, and they're going from anywhere from $10 to $15 in used condition. So that $30 price mark is just about right, because typically my eBay math is you double it in price between used and new when the condition doesn't matter, when the purpose of the item isn't impacted by the condition of the item. So something like a mouse is a mouse. You can still use it in your computer whether it's new or used. So you would double the price between used and new. So a $15 mouse would definitely sell for $30 in new condition. But I'm the one that has the only ones now. So maybe I can go for a $35, $40 mark. Who knows? And I have 10 of them. So that's everything that I got. I can't even estimate. There's $300 in mice right there. The printer's $400. We'll say $200 on the bows. That's $600, $700. The game systems, I'm another easy 15. No, it's got to be, I'm guessing $1,700, $1,800 here. So there you go. Thanks for watching. And again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. See you soon.